Hello and welcome back to the Simply CA. My name is Alana and today's yoga practice is going to focus on the hamstrings and IT bands. So we are going to want a block or two and a strap. If you don't have a block, make sure you've got some really solid books that you could use, or a chair would work as well. And then if you don't have a strap, you can use a belt or a towel, anything that elongates your arms and gives you those go-go gadget arms. Without further ado, let's get into today's practice. So you're going to want to have your block close by and grab onto your strap. We're going to start off lying down on our backs and just have your strap right next to you here. Feet are about hips width or mat's width apart, knees drop down together, and we're just going to spend a moment here to settle, to connect, to be with your breath. From here, just allow your knees to come back to hips width apart. Extend your left leg out nice and long and hug your right knee in. And you're just going to take a moment here to stir your right leg. So circling in one direction, we're warming up loosening up the synovial fluid that lives in the hip joint. And then reverse directions. And now from here, come back through center, grab onto your strap, and you're going to place your strap right around the ball of your foot. Now use your strap about as long as it goes. You can wrap your hands around the strap, or the strap around your hands, I should say. And you're going to try to get your leg to straight and have your shoulders on the mat. So there's nothing that's really happening here. The only goal is to get your leg straight. So whatever you need to do with your arms and your strap in order to extend the leg out, please do that. Now, if your leg doesn't come over top of your hip, don't worry about it. You can do the same thing with your leg kind of away from your face. And if your leg does actually pull in closer to your face, you don't need to go there. For this particular period of time, we're just working the leg in that straight shape. And breathe. Really try to press up through the ball of your foot. So push into the strap here. And then try to soften your shoulders. From here, you're going to take both sides of your strap into your right hand and then just kind of loop the strap up. And from here, you're going to turn your toes so that they point over top of your right shoulder. You're going to angle your leg towards that space. So you're not going to your right shoulder, you're not going out to the right. It's just a slight external rotation with a natural turnout. So whatever your natural turnout is where you're going. That leg is still straight, toes are angling somewhere over your right shoulder. And again, just breathe. If your hamstring is not super flexible, then it might look something more like this. That's okay. Wherever you are, the intention here is just to create a little bit of space through the back of your hamstring. So whatever that means for you, focus in on that. Alright, come back through center. And now this time you're going to switch your strap into your left hand. And you're going to take your leg just across the midline. So it's not flopping down to the left, you're just going across the midline. And this is where we say hello to the IT bands for the first time in this practice. So That is the strip of tissue and ligament and stuff that runs outside the leg through the thigh. And because it's not muscle, it doesn't stretch and contract the same way that muscle stretches and contracts. So it can be a little challenging to get into it, and this is why those foam rollers are beloved and despised by so many runners and dancers. So we're just allowing this to have some space to open. Really allow your breath to soften into a release of any kind. All right, gently come back through center. We're just going to take each strap in each hand one more time and see if you can get just a little bit more space through that hamstring. Before we switch to the other side, I absolutely love doing this. Gently soften your knee and then release the strap and allow your right leg to reach out long next to your left leg. And just notice that your right leg feels about a foot or so longer than your left leg. It's quite shocking. From here, you're going to pull your left knee into your chest and just give it some circles, again, allowing the synovial fluid in that left hip joint to loosen up and get lubricated. And switch directions. Alright, from here, grab your strap, loop the center of your strap around your foot, around the ball of your foot, and then extend your leg up. And for this first one, you're just going for straight. Doesn't matter how far away your leg is from your face. The goal here is to straighten the leg as much as you can. Really activate and push up through the ball of your left foot. Keep that leg working as if it was standing on the floor. Try to release your shoulders. Allow gravity to pull your arms down and use that gravity to create the tension on the strap. And at the same time, really work your left leg here. If you have a lot of flexibility, you don't need to draw your toes towards your face. You can keep your leg above your pelvis. And if you don't have a lot of flexibility in this shape, no worries. You can extend your leg further away from you and really use the strap to elongate your arms. From here, take both sides of the strap into your left hand, and then just externally rotate your entire leg so that your toes are pointing somewhere over top of your left shoulder, kind of like in that line. Don't worry too much about how far your leg goes towards your left shoulder. Just in the general direction and the general turnout here. Keep the left leg really strong and active. continue to focus in on your breath. Here, you're going to come back through to center, change the hand that's holding onto your straps. Now your right hand is holding onto your strap, and you're just taking the leg across to the point where you first feel your outer thigh kick in, the IT band. So for me, that means both of my hips are still on the mat, and it's just across the center line. So my knee is just over top of my leg, my right leg. Again, you don't have to flop the leg all the way over to the side. In fact, sometimes going too far gets beyond where the stretch needs to be. So just allow yourself to be right where you first get that elongation of the IT bands. Into your breath. Try to soften with every exhale. Come back through to center, each strap in each hand. Give yourself one more moment here in center, getting the back of your leg. Okay. Release your knee, release the strap. Leave it off to the side, legs out long, just give your hips a little wobble, legs a little jiggle. And we are going to meet in downward facing dog. So give yourself a moment to either roll onto your side or you can roll up and down your spine. And settle yourself into down dog. So take a few moments here after that experience to stretch out through your legs, pedaling up your heels. And then settle into your down dog. Just for balance here, you're going to walk your feet just a teensy bit closer towards each other. So just a little shorter than hips width apart, narrower than hips width apart. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. And as you exhale, you're going to step the big toe around your right heel through your Achilles there. So you're using your left foot as a little bit of weight on your right Achilles and your right heel. And then reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot forwards and through into a runner's lunge. If that block is nearby, go ahead and use it. As you breathe in, lift and open your chest. And as you breathe out, hips go up and back, extended pyramid. Inhale, forwards, runner's lunge. Exhale, hips up and back, extended pyramid. One more, inhale, forwards. And exhale, back. Inhale, bend forwards, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Your variations of a vinyasa, depending on how warm you are feeling, You can lower all the way down to the mat. Take an extra breath to get yourself up and back into downward facing dog. Now from here, again, feet are just a little bit closer together. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, slide your right big toe around your left Achilles. Press your weight back, drop your head. Lengthen the back of your left leg even more. And as you breathe in, reach your right leg up and back. And as you breathe out, step your right foot forwards and through. Wiggle it up there if it's not up all the way. As you breathe in, open your chest, runner's lunge. And as you breathe out, extend your hips back, straighten out your right leg. Inhale, runner's lunge. And exhale, hips back. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Inhale, bend your front knee, plant your hands, flow through your variation of vinyasa. We are going to meet in downward facing dog. As you breathe in, look forward between your hands, bend your knees, step up to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Flat back, inhale, stand up or reach up. Exhale, dive forwards and down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold down, step your right foot behind your left foot. Use your block for a little bit of additional balance. And then you're going to allow yourself to bend forwards and down. Try to pull your left hip backwards. And then your right knee, that's the back one. Give it a little bit of a bend, a little softness. As you breathe in, halfway lift. And then from here, you're going to extend your right leg up and back behind you. And again, you might be using your block here. And then step your right foot all the way back. Runner's lunge, hands down on the block. Inhale, lift and open your chest. Exhale, extend your hips up and back. Inhale, forward, runner's lunge. Exhale, hips up and back. One more time. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Good. Inhale, bend forwards, plant your hands. We're going to meet in downward facing dog, so do what you gotta do to get there. As you breathe in, reach your left leg up and back. And as you breathe out, step your left foot forwards and through. Pop your back foot up for warrior one. Inhale, reach your arms and your torso up. As you breathe in, really lengthen through your spine. As you breathe out, hands come to your heart. Inhale, hinge your torso about a third of the way forwards and then lightly step onto your left leg. Warrior three. Pull in through your abdominal wall, lengthen back through your right toes. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, hinge forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Halfway lift. And then this time you're going to step your left foot behind your right. Grab onto that block. And allow yourself to fold over top of your thighs and maybe even a little bit towards the left here. Try to allow your left knee to soften a bit so you're not jamming that joint. Pull your hip creases back, even though your weight's a little bit more forwards. As you breathe in, lift up halfway, unravel your legs, and reach your left leg up and back behind you. Good. Exhale, soften your left knee, step your right knee, step your left foot back, runner's lunge, inhale. Exhale, extend back, extended pyramid. Inhale forward, runner's lunge. And exhale, up and back, pyramid, or extended. Inhale forwards. And exhale, up and back. Inhale, bend through that front knee. We're gonna meet in downward facing dog. So whatever you did on the other side or whatever your body needs in this moment, go ahead and do that. Don't know about you, but at this point my legs are feeling a little bit looser, that's for sure. As you breathe in, you're going to stretch your right leg up and back. As you breathe out, step that right foot forwards and through. Warrior one, back foot hops up, pivots on a slight angle, and then get yourself up into that warrior one shape. Feel the elongation through your left front body. As you breathe in, really lengthen your spine. As you breathe out, hands come to your heart. Inhale, pitch yourself about a third forwards and gradually step onto your right leg. Warrior three. Really long and strong through the back line of your body. Take another inhale here, and as you exhale, step forward, forward fold. Let it go. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, let it out. Inhale, stand up, reach up. Exhale, dive forwards and down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, runner's lunge, grab onto that block. Inhale, lift and open your chest. Exhale, hips extend up and back, but this time it's a little different. You're gonna walk your left foot over to the right, and you're gonna hop your right foot over to the left. Now the key here is that your left leg is straight. Hands are over to the left side of your left foot, and you might stay here. This might be enough for you. If you need to get a little bit finicky here, you're trying to really isolate and pull up on your pelvis so that you're feeling that IT band stretch. Now, if you have a little bit more space, you might begin to walk yourself more towards the left. That might be with or without a block, whatever works for you. You might even walk yourself all the way to the left. Now, this is completely unnecessary. You can be anywhere along the journey, wherever you are feeling that outer left leg is where you need to be. And where you can keep your left leg straight. So the right leg can bend, that's the one that's at the back of your mat, totally fine. But I want your left leg straight. All right, gently unravel yourself. We're gonna step back, flow through a vinyasa, do what you need to do, clear that out. Pedal it out in down dog, give yourself a moment. Look up between your hands, soften your knees, step up to the top of your mat, forward fold as you breathe out, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Halfway lift, exhale, step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat. Setting yourself up in that runner's lunge, grab your block, inhale, lift and open your chest. Exhale, hips go up and back. Now from here, you're gonna wiggle your right foot over to the left side of your mat. Hop your left foot over to the right side of your mat. And initially, all you're gonna do is straighten out your right leg. That's it. The first step. Use your block. Square your hips any amount. And you're gonna hang out there. Depending on how far you need to go on this side of your body, you might walk your block further over to the right. You might begin to pivot yourself over towards the right. But really, most of this work can be done just by straightening out your right leg and playing with your hips, to be honest. Your left leg, that's the one that's behind you. It could bend if it needs to, but really focus on that right leg being straight here. Good work. You've got a couple more breaths. Try to soften yourself into this any amount. Gently, whatever you need to do to unravel yourself here. You're gonna flow through a vinyasa to just balance out the body. Meeting in downward facing dog as you're ready. Notice the two sides of your body. Notice the difference in your down dog from where it was just a few short minutes ago. Now from here, inhale, look forward between your hands, bend your knees, and hop up to your bum, and lie down on your back. Wrapping up, we are going to cross the right thigh over top of the left thigh, as if you were sitting cross-legged in a chair. Bring your thighs up into your chest. You can hug into your right knee, you can hug into your left knee, or you can slide your hands down to your shins and hug your heels in. So this gets into the piriformis as well as a little bit of those IT bands. Try to keep your whole spine on the mat and soften your shoulders. Gently release your hands, keeping your legs crossed. Send your hips over towards the left and let your knees fall to the right, taking your twist. Back through to center, pause in neutral for a brief moment, and cross your left thigh over top of your right thigh. Hug your knees, your thighs in towards your chest. You can reach around your left knee, your right knee, or down to your shins. Try to keep your spine nice and long against the mat. Shoulders release down towards the mat. Release your hands, move your hips over towards the left, let your knees fall to the right, taking your twist of choice. Bring your awareness back into your breath, allowing your breath to slow down, to ease, to soften. Moving yourself back through center. Just pause for a moment before coming into Shavasana. Neutralize your spine. And then as you're ready, release yourself into your Shavasana. As always, I encourage you to take this time to be still and to allow that to integrate. As you release, take a moment to think of something that you are grateful for today. As you ease into your Shavasana, take a moment to thank your body for everything that it does and for everything it allows you to do. Stay in your Shavasana for as long as you can, as long as you're able. Give yourself this time. I thank you so much for taking this time to practice and to share this space. Namaste.